Hello, friends. Glenda Ballett here, and welcome to my craft room. Let's see if we can go live on Facebook. Yep. Ooh, it might just work, people. It might just work. Fingers crossed. Always a crapshoot to know whether I'm live or not. There we are. Ooh, ooh. Yes. Yes. Yay! All righty. So it is Wednesday, April the 23rd. Hello, Alice. And I have a fun fold for you tonight. Let me tell you, I love these cards, and I don't know why I don't make them more often. Hey, Connie. I have this thing in the back of my head that tells me this kind of card is really difficult. You need to take time, but it's not. Hey, Christine and Janet. And Jackie, hello. Oh, I'm so glad everybody is joining us. My hands are freezing cold. What else is new? I went out for my walk today, 7,500 steps. So when I'm done here, I'm going around the block. I'm going to see if I can make 8,000 steps today. Well, hello, Norma. So I don't have my phone on me all the time. And I don't have one of those fancy watches that, tells you to go to sleep and wake up and what your heartbeat is and all of that. I don't have one of those. So the only way I know what my steps are is if my phone is physically in my pocket. And I haven't had it. So I'm in my pocket for some of the day. So I might have already hit 8,000 steps, but I want it to register 8,000 steps. So when I'm done here tonight, I'm heading outside. I'm going around the neighborhood. Hello, Kim. And Holly, all right. So tonight I have a big surprise. Hello, Wendy. I'm going to do the Share It Saturday draw for April the 12th that I didn't do last night that I told you I was going to do because I forgot to do it and I remembered, and I'm going to do that tonight. But I also have a $100 shopping spree to give away tonight. And that person that wins the shopping spree, if they decide to use it, their money's going to go further because it's no shipping day. Zero shipping. Instead of 11%, it's zero. I have a group order going in. And if you live locally, then let me know. I can add you to my group order and you will save 11% on your order. I'm just getting rid of some glue that's sitting here. And you still get your 10%. Hello, Louise. Did I say hi to Wendy? I don't remember. Hello, Kim. I don't remember. Hello, everybody who's watching. Thank you so much. So somebody is going to win a $100 shopping spree tonight. To get on that list to win a $100 shopping spree, all you need to do is place a minimum $60 order with me. You get on one square on the board. If it's 120, you get 2 squares. 180, you get 3 squares. Now that's product total. That's before shipping and tax. And then once the draw board is all full, then one lucky person wins a $100 shopping spree. That $100 comes off after shipping and tax is added. And it would be perfect tonight because if you taxes 12% in BC, so that's $12. So that's like 188 or $88. So if you added an extra $20 to the order and took it over the $100, you get free shipping and it was shipped direct to you. If not, you can include it in my group order if you live locally. So don't let me forget, I have those 2 draws to do. So tonight, well, there's another Norma. Hello, other Norma, our usual Norma. We have a new Norma and a usual Norma. So I'm going to flip you around and I'll show you the cards. Anybody got any ideas? Oh, I think I told you. Didn't I say what it was going to be last night? So if you were watching, do you remember what kind of card I said I was going to do tonight? Okay, We're gonna do that. There we go. Ha ha. Where I'm using Playing in the Rain again. Look at that. Oh, it's so cute. So do you remember what this kind of card is called? Anybody out there? And while you're guessing, I'm going to tell you registration is still open for the Creative Escape. You have until May the 1st. Registration is open for my In Color Club. And I added to the In Color Club, I added a mini club. That's $60 a month. Or I Want It All. And I think that was 200. I Want It All now. Okay, so the main club is what you see here. The mini club is less product. You don't get the free stuff. The I Want It All now means all of this in all of the colors. You get it now, but you can still do the cards with us in the next 5 months, because I know some people are impatient and they want it right now. So if this at all sounds intriguing to you, contact me and we'll work something out. Oh, Waterfall says everybody. Yes. Perfect. Holly, me too. I haven't made one in a couple of years. And if you are in this club and when it's over, if you're enjoying being in my club, then you can transition into the regular monthly club, because with the new way it works, you can come anytime. I also have product shares open, cardstock and ribbon, and that both of those are open until May the 1st. Okay, so it's called a waterfall card. Everybody was right, and I will show you how it works. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ah! Isn't that fun? Look, I colored that turtle again. And then there's the guy with he's dancing in, oh no, this is the guy with the umbrella. So that's my Tofino guy. And then there's the one that's dancing. And then I used the flowers there and on the front. Now I did discover when I made this that this is too wide, because if you saw when I got down to the last one, you see how it's bending there? See how it, watch here. See how it's bent? That's because this strip is too wide. So we're going to make it narrower tonight. Hello, Alice and Milo. He heard me and came running. Oh my God, it's so fun. There's the inside. I love this dancing guy. This reminds me of when my local grandchildren were little. We used to go out and play in mud puddles all the time. It gave me an excuse to have fun in a mud puddle. Okay, the only ink I'm using is Memento. I will be coloring with a whole bunch of colors. We have Azure Afternoon. I don't use that a lot. Cajun Craze, Lemon Lolly, Old Olive, Light Flirty, and Light Pool Party. Whew. And Wink of Stella. Who ordered Wink of Stella on free shipping day? I did. Alice hasn't seen one and is excited. Hello, Paula from Wyoming. Hello, Julie. Hi. Hello, Jessica from Quesnel in Miss Maggie's bed. Jessica sent me a picture of Miss Maggie with an Easter bunny, and she was not impressed. Okay, so I'm using Playing in the Rain, but not the dies. There's no die. The only die cutting is the squares on that one. So I'm just using the stamp set. And then I'm using the Stylish Shapes dies, and I think it's this one. Nope. This one. That one. So number 3 is what I'm going to use. But if you don't have these, you don't need them. You can just cut your cardstock. I just wanted to have a little bit of texture on there. Then I'm going to finish it off with druzy embellishments. I haven't used these for a while. They were popular at Christmas time. Okay. We have a thick basic white card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 and folded in half. And then we have my recipe keeps falling down. I'm going to have to I'm going to have to start putting something on there to hold it in place. Okay, then we have a piece of pool party. Piece of pool party that is 2 by 9, and it is, I haven't scored it yet. Well, I scored it in one spot so I could get it into my envelope, but I'm going to score that with you. And then I have a piece of pool party that is 3/4 by 4. So I made it a lot smaller because that is way too wide. So then I have a piece of lemon lolly that is, well, 2.5 by 2.5 times 4 pieces. I just made a big piece and I'm going to cut 4 squares. But you know what? That's not going to be enough. So I'm going to have to grab some more lemon lolly. I have some ribbon. I have some twine. I have a piece for the sentiment. I have a piece that's going to go on here. So this white is 5/8 by 4. This is vellum, the floral and gingham vellum, and I used it inside. Then I have floral and gingham vellum on the front, 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside. I have 4 pieces of basic white that are 1 7/8 by 1 7/8 to put the stamping on. So now I just have to run and grab some more lemon lolly because that's not anywhere near it. There we are. Got lots of lemon lolly now. Okay. So who out there made a card today? Did you get to be crafty today? I did not. We had our Sunshine Club stamp crafts this morning. So I helped other people make cards today. And then I came home and I had made 7 cards yesterday. So I had to do my usual processing of my cards. I'm just cutting these squares out now. So that took me most of the day. And of course, it's free shipping day. So I was busy putting orders in and getting things organized and getting my list made because, you know, we made that list last night. This list of all the things, the basics to order to get free shipping on them and save 11%. So I made my list. Alice had a pedicure. Oh, nice. Christine worked on a card but didn't finish it. Poor Alice had to work. I'm sorry, Alice. But you deserve to work if you had a pedicure. So my class cards for June are done. And I've got exciting news for my club people. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I have to share it with my club people first. I'm always trying to figure out what I can do for my club people to thank them for being part of my monthly club. And I came up with a really cool idea this time. So you want to know what it is, you're going to have to be a member of my monthly club. And that starts in June. Okay, so I have my four squares are die cut. I have the 4 squares to stamp on. And I need to stamp on this. And I need to stamp on the inside piece and the envelope. So let me get all those pieces. And then I'll get my scoreboard out and we will score this. So did anybody put in a pedicure's a necessity and not able to trim my toe? Oh, I'm sorry. They're a necessity whether you can do your own nails or not, right? Okay, so this piece is 2 inches by 9 inches and it is scored at 2 3/4, 3 1/2. That doesn't seem right. Oh yeah, 3 1/2 and 4 1/4. So 2 inches 2 3/4 of an inch, 3.5 inches, and 4 1/4. And that's the mechanism that flips and flaps. Yes, I was excited to get my list made for my free shipping today. Okay, so this piece here is what we're working on now, and you can see it, how it turns and flips. So you have to make sure that these scores that we just did are straight, first of all, because if they're crooked, it won't work. So just do them all straight, and they all go the same way. And then we're going to flip this over, and we're going to do exactly the same thing, but we're going to do it flipping them the other way. Make sure they're straight on the edge. And one more. And then go back the other way. And then this piece will be ready. So then I'll put it off to the side and we'll do some stamping and coloring. It's going to take me forever to color. I hope you guys have got, I don't know, like your favorite beverage, or if you're watching the replay, you can speed up during the coloring. All right, I need a stamping paper. Can you see the colors I'm using in my June class? That's where they are. Okay, so I have 4 of these, and we're going to get out. I'm going to put all this stuff off to the side so I don't get it. And that piece I need to stamp. And then my inside of my envelope is there. Okay. We need the flowers. So I'm going to stamp the front one first, and I'm going to do the flowers at the bottom. Like that. And then I don't know how this is going to work because it's a lot thinner than the other one was, but we'll stamp the flowers and we'll see how it goes. There we go. Oops, I don't know what that is. Go over there. Okay, so that's the flowers. I will open this up, and we have the dude with the umbrella. And we're going to stamp that. I think I went down too far. I'm not going to get a lot of his head. Oh, he's okay. That'll do. Okay, and then the next one is the turtle. And we did this turtle last night, and I'm going to color him just about the same as we did last night. There's the turtle. And then we have the dancing in the rain dude. Well, actually, he's playing in mud puddles. Just like that. Okay. Now inside. I want to be up far enough that I can use the puddle. When you die cut this guy, you die cut the puddle off, but I love that puddle. That's why I'm using him on the inside and on the envelope. And then you're going to have to sit through minutes of me coloring. There we go. So I'm not going to color that, but I do need to color that. And then, before I put the ink away, I'm going to stamp the sentiment. Oh Lord, I hope this works. Not bad, not bad. It's really small because there's not much of much room for it to be. I didn't want it too big. Hello, Tracy. Tracy said this is favorite set and she's going to get it out. Yay. Okay, so the flowers, there's not much coloring on them. I just colored the centers in dark lemon lolly. Now remember, most of these will be covered up anyways, but I'm coloring them. And these are the ones that'll be on the front. I wanted white daisies, that's why I didn't color them any color. And I'm going to use light old olive, my new one. It's the one that died last night, went out in the recycling this morning. I did discover what I usually do is just take the lid off and put it on the new one because I have my little dots on there, right? I discovered that I don't know what they've done to the lids, but this lid is loose compared to the last one. So I'm wondering if I should have not done that. Oh well, it's done now. Okay, those are done. So let's open up this guy. We'll find Mr. Umbrella. We're going to use As Your Afternoon. All right, As Your Afternoon. It's a color you guys use. I think I've used it maybe twice since it came. It's not a color that I gravitate towards, which was weird. It's a lot like Pacific Point. When we lost Pacific Point, we got this one. And it's not, I don't know, this one's not quite as orangey, I don't think. But I didn't use Pacific Point either. Okay, I'm getting a good base coat of light on here. So I don't use the markers. I don't use the ink pad. I don't use the cardstock. But I think I should start because it really is a pretty color. Okay, now we're going to put some dark in there. It's one of the few colors you don't own yet. Go, Christine, I hear you. I hear you. It's not a color that I don't know, it's not a versatile color. Just adding a bit there to blend that in. Okay, so now we're going to go down here. We're going to do his coat. But remember that little thing there, that's a hand. A little bit of dark on here. There. Add a little bit just to blend that in. Hey, now we'll get some dark lemon lolly for the hat. I want it dark, so I'm not going to do any blending, but if you wanted to blend, you could. The tail, I'm leaving the tip of the tail white, and I'm coloring the rest of him in Cajun Craze. So I'm doing the light first. This, to me, looks like a fox color. You guys have foxes where you live? I don't think we do. We have wolves, but I don't think, and coyotes, but I don't remember seeing a fox here on the island. Could be wrong. If somebody's seen one on the island, please let me know. Oh, and the hands. Don't forget the hands. And then there's a little bit of the tail right there. Okay, let's put some dark on here now. So it'll be dark under where his hat is. And here where the collar is. A little there, right against his nose. apparently I didn't get a lot of color on there, so I'm going to have to do some blending. Uh-oh. Alice says we have coyotes and wolves and no foxes. Yeah, I think that's the way it is around here too. I'll have to ask my Cameron. He's up on the wildlife. He was at his outdoor class today. Okay, there we go. That's that one colored. Now, will I have the same color out? I think I'm going to skip to this guy and we'll do him. He's like Cajun craze too. It's a bunny rabbit, but a bunny rabbit can be this color, right? He just looked like he needed to be this color. I gave him a pink nose. Let's get some color on here. So I looked up what the weather's going to be when we're in Orlando from the 13th to the 18th of May. And it's going to be 31 degrees Celsius. Now we live in Canada, so that's how our temperatures are. So in Fahrenheit, what is that? You double it and add 32. So that's like 95-ish. So I decided that I'm going to have to pull out all of my summer clothes and see what fits. Well, not much. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I have clothes I can wear, but they're not fun clothes. I'm going to have to go see if I can find some new clothes somewhere. Okay, that was dark, and I'm just going to go over top of it with the light again, blend that in. And I'm sorry if you're commenting. I am missing it because I am coloring. And I can't color and watch at the same time. Kim says they have foxes and lots of coyotes. Nice. Yes, I live on the Pacific. I do. We live on the Pacific side of the country. So I want to make sure I bring bathing suit with me because they have a water park, and because we're staying at the Grand Floridian, we get free access to the water park for one day. So I want to go play in the water, which meant I needed a bathing suit. Well, that was a chore in itself too, to find a bathing suit that fit. So I now have a huge pile of clothes to go to the Salvation Army or our local hospital auxiliary. Okay, there's that guy done. Now we'll do the turtle. Now we did him last night, so hopefully it'll go quick. Yes, you did, Jess. You knew I was going to Orlando because I asked Charlie if he wanted to go with me. It's the incentive trip, remember? Going to Disney World. Now, I should say that there is a disclaimer. I have to say that less than 1% of Stampin' Up! Demonstrators achieve the incentive trip each year. I don't want to get shut down by Stamping Up because they monitor what we do. And if I don't say that, then I have to put it in there, or they will. They will remove my video. So I'm taking my sister with me. And she's away at the moment. So I haven't told her we're going to the water park yet. I asked her what she wanted to do, and she said she didn't care, just whatever. To book it and then let her know. So I did. We're going to have one day at Magic Kingdom and one day at, what's it called? What's the other one called that I want to go to? Disney Studios, or I don't know. I don't remember what it is. You have to color the other guy's tail. This guy, no, he has a white tip on his tail. Where is he? I just didn't get it up far enough, but that's the white tip on his tail. I did color that little tiny bit that's sticking out there. Umbrella guy. Yeah, he's going to have do you think I need to do his tail? I kind of wanted him to have a white tail, but I can color it if you want me to. Now I'm doing the shell, and we found out last night that those things there are called scoots. I'm so excited I remembered. That's 2 things I've remembered this week. Things are looking up. I remembered the name of my flowers are Lithidora, also known as Grace Ward, and the turtle plates are called scoots. Yes, I'm taking my sister. Her and I did really well. We went to Disneyland with them a few years ago. Do you want to see the picture? I still have the picture hanging up on my wall here in the craft room. Our favorite ride was Screamin' California on the California Land side, where it goes up and around Mickey's head. Cute scoots. Cute scoots. Okay. There we go. Get the scoots done and the belly. So we did that ride, I think it was 4 times in a row, because it happened that it wasn't busy, and we could get, at that time it was the Fast Pass, and we could get the Fast Pass and just keep going around and around. My hubby is not a rider, so it's a good thing I'm going with my sister, because we're going to have fun. Get the belly done. Oh, I didn't do the center of the flower either. Got to remember to do that. Got to get a good coating of this light lemon lolly on here, because it's ooh, apparently that's part of his leg there, and I need to color it. Oh well, we will do that. Get some color in there. Ready? And we'll do the leg. There we are. Oh, I should show you those cards from last night, because they dried. Remember, I put that glue on top. Look at this. I put it on the scoots. So not only does he have Wink of Stella on there, but I added the glue to make them shiny and sparkly. Turned out really good. So we'll do the same thing with this dude. Okay, so those guys are done. And I just got this guy to color now. This is the inside. Nobody wants to see my picture. That's fine. I don't have to show it to you. My sister would probably be happy. She don't like it when I share pictures of her. One of the few people I know that does not spend time on Facebook. Great idea, Connie. What did Connie say? What did Connie say? Share it with the thumb over her face? I shared. I'm going to share her face. She doesn't look like that anymore because that was 10 years ago. Oh, no, it's not. What year did we go? Maybe it is 10 years. The date's on the picture. So tell me what idea Connie had. I missed it and I don't see her comment anywhere. Sorry, this coloring is taking so long. I should have pre-colored everything. This way we get to talk longer, right? Okay, that off to the side. Some dark stuff on here. Eyeballs. Down here. Kind of keep an eye on where the shadows would be. Underneath the arms of the jacket. At the bottom there. And maybe just on the tips of the feet. Hello, Denise. How lovely of you to join. My friend Denise from Saskatchewan, who used to live in my old stomping grounds in Trail. Okay. Get some color on this. A little bit there. There we go. Denise, are you going to Orlando? Am I going to see you in Orlando? As your afternoon. My new color of the day. When I first got this, I used to say, hey, how's your afternoon going? Because that's what it sounds like to me. How's your afternoon going? Yes, I'm crazy. Oh, I have to tell you the latest saga of the Robin. Yes. Oh, awesome. That's great, Denise. Can't wait. Can't wait to see you in Orlando. Are you flying out through Calgary? Oh, Tracy stomped in Salmo. That's awfully close there, too. Where do you fly out, Denise? I go through Calgary. There we go. Okay. Now we'll give him a pink nose. A pink nose. And just the puddle left to color. Wrong side. Uh-oh, pool party's getting dry. Uh-oh. Gonna have to stick one of those on my free shipping order. Get a new set of pool party blends. Perfect. Now if I put that there, I will remember. Okay, we got all of our coloring done. Calgary on the way. Oh, cool. Are you on do you go down on the 13th? I'm going to have to message you. Maybe we'll be sitting in the airport waiting together. That would be awesome. Okay, so we have our pieces, and I need this. I don't think they have Buc-ee's in Orlando, Denise. Oh my God. I love Buc-ee's. All right, so I took this at the end and I just used one of the fancy punches on it. And the one I used was the ornate tag topper. So tonight I'm going to use this one. It's called the angled tag topper. And these are long retired, but you know, you have them in your stash. So I use them. Okay, so now we are going to attach our yellow yellow squares. Holy man, where did the words go? So flip this out. We want one here, and the one that's on the bottom here, that's completely glued down. Well, it's not glued, it's adhesive. So I'm going to put adhesive over the whole thing. And it's going to go right there, like that. And then the next one you put here, but you only put adhesive on this part. So we're going to put a little bit there and a little bit there. And then this goes, keep it even with this one on the bottom. That's why you use the dies, because then I know that I didn't cut it wrong, and they're going to line up. So that one, it goes there, like, see that? And then you just do the rest of them the same way. Okay, so line it up on the side, go just below that fold, just so it has room to move. And this one, one more. Okay, so there's that. And then we put these on. So we put the dancing dude, goes on the bottom one. Uh-oh. Apparently my squares are the wrong size. Oops, that's not good. It should have been 1 3/4. And I did 1 7/8. Well, sugar shack. Okay. Bear with me while I trim these down to 1 3/4 instead of 1 7/8. Ouch. There goes my fingerprint. I could get arrested. I could pull a heist or something, and when they arrest me, I'd have no fingerprints left. Okay, let's put this on here, then I'll cut the other ones. So these are 1 3/4, not 1 7/8, as I wrote. Okay. use my paper trimmer and do it properly because they don't have, I had to use the other thing because they had adhesive on them. And I didn't want to get adhesive on my paper trimmer. And we'll cut off the top. That's one. Doesn't matter how many times I try to be careful with my recipes. Sometimes it just doesn't work. And Connie is my, did I cut all of them? Oh no, I missed this one. Connie is my proofreader, but she doesn't proofread this kind of stuff. And 1 3/4. Okay. Carrying on. Come on, push. Turtle next. Mr. Turtle. Amazing how they fit if you cut them properly. Then we have the dude with the umbrella and the white tail. That one will go on next. I think the worst part about making a waterfall card is trying to decide what to put on each of these flippy things, because there's you have to have a specific kind of stamp set to have enough images for 4, and they have to be little. The lemon lolly squares are, hang on, they are 1 7/8 by 1 7/8. Okay, got all those done. Got all this done. That one's crooked. This one is crooked. That's not a good thing, because that's the one I took all the other measurements from. Let's see if I can just straighten it out a bit. There we go. Okay, so now on here, I'm going to add this strip of vellum. And you know vellum, it shows adhesive. So I'm just going to take and do a few strips right on top of all that, those check marks. Then it will be fine. Because if you put Stamp and Seal or something where the white ones are, you will see it. I guarantee it. There we are. I've worked with paper at work for so many years, my fingerprints don't register. I bet. Oh, Connie, that's funny. All right, let's put this on here. Right about there. Perfect. Okay. Put that off to the side. We will attach this to this. Do you notice that I forgot to get out my silicone mat? Okay, now this, I believe, goes right from one end to the other. Yeah. There's no frame at the ends. And on there like that. All right. Now to put it together. This you have to be careful because this pattern is not ambidextrous. So you'd have to, whichever side looks better to you. And of course it's vellum, so I'm just dotting where the flower centers are. So it will keep this going. Now my program used to tell me how many people were watching on YouTube, and it doesn't do that anymore, and I don't know why. I'm going to have to question them. I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with that new program that I have to use. I have a couple of questions to ask them about why stuff is disappearing on me. Okay, there we go. Now that's going to go on the card base. Make sure it's opening the right way. Go on here like this. All right. Now this gets attached here and here. And then this, everything moves but this. So this part here is attached right there. And this part is attached here. And that's the only thing that is attached. So we are going to put adhesive on the end. I grabbed my new one instead of the old one. Right there, just one strip at the very end. Now you can use tear and tape for this. I prefer to use this, and then I'm using Talk Studio now, Denise. I was using StreamYard and they went up to almost $500 a year, so I ditched them. Actually, today is the last day of my subscription for Talk Studio. I mean for StreamYard, so I'm now using Talk Studio. Okay, so when to put that on, you kind of have to judge where you want this. So I'm going to put it in there. And I want it to go right about there. So I'm going to open this up. And this is going to go right there. And then when I close that, it has to go up a bit. Because when I close this, it's got to make sure that I will be able to attach it to that. Okay, so that's where it is. Now, before it gets stuck down completely, I just want to make sure it's straight. I'm just going to use my grid paper. It's a little crooked. I'll just move that up a tad. There we go. Now, I'm going to use my glue eraser because I have glue everywhere. Denise was using StreamYard too, and now I've been using Streamlabs. I've been wanting to try Talk Studio, but haven't ventured that. Yes, we will chat. Absolutely. This is about the 5th time I used it. And there's a little bit of a learning curve to it, Denise, but it's not bad because it's a lot like StreamYard was. Okay. So now we have our little flippy thing there. And this gets put down underneath there like that. And then I'm going to line it up where I want it. Keeping in mind, I want to put the pull tab down here. And I want it to be straight. And then, where did my pencil go? There it is. I'm just going to put a little mark because I have to put adhesive between there and there. but not right out to the edge. So just from there to there. Like that. I went a little too close to the edge. Now we're going to erase those marks. There's no more pencil marks in there. Now, before I put that down, let's use our Winky and get Winky on these flowers. Because, you know, card's not finished till you use the Winkastella on it. And it's a lot easier to do it now than try to do it after you get this thing glued down. And you're not going to see that one, those ones, so I'm not even going to worry about them. So those of you that watched me before and are watching me now, do you notice any great difference in the quality of my videos? Okay, so I'm lining this up now because once I push this down, it's not moving. So it's got to be straight. It's going to be right there. There we go. Now let's just make sure that's well burnished on there. And then you pray that you did it right. Because now I'm going to pull this and look at this. Yay, it worked. Oh, that's a little bit better there on that bottom. Cool. I didn't put the ribbon on there, but I can pull it out and put the ribbon on. Connie doesn't notice any difference. Good. I did go for the higher end so that it was 1080 instead of 720, the video quality. Okay, so I'm going to hold that there with my tweezers. So if you're enjoying my video, please hit those emojis. Let Facebook know that you like it. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, please, and thank you. And don't forget, my Creative Escape is open for registration. There is a virtual option and an in-person option. I'm going to tie a knot first because when I tie bows, I like to have my knot first because then it doesn't move on me. There we go. There's a virtual option and an in-person option. And if you live outside of Canada, there is a tutorial only option as well. We're going to do 6 cards. You get tutorials for at least 6. If you're early bird, you get 2 more. And if you're elite stamper, you get 1 special gift tutorial. And if you are outside of Canada and get the tutorial only option, you still get gifts from me. Because although I cannot sell across the borders, I can gift, which I think is fun. Because you know me, giving stuff away is my love language. There we go. How are we doing for time? Because I still have those draws to do, speaking of love language. There we go. Oh, look at that. That's darling. I think I like the bottom here a little bit better than this one. This one sticks out a bit more. I lost my inside. Really? I have to put the inside in. Oh, right. It's fun. Norma said videos are just as good, kind of miss you in the corner though. Oh, well, you know, there's this whole thing I can do here. Hang on. Hang on. There. Hi! I had a comment that it was interfering, but now that I've got it just about finished, we don't have to worry about it. So there's our card. Except for the bling, because you know, it's next to Wink of Stella. Bling is, oh, I haven't put sentiment on yet. Oops. Better do that. Better do that. So you can do this card with no die cutting at all. You can just cut the yellow squares instead of die cutting them. And you would have a stamps, ink, and paper. Fantastic card, new fun fold. Oh, good, Christine. I hope you will give it a try. Oh, thanks, Julie. So don't forget about my Share It Saturday. Make one of these and put it in Share It Saturday. You may win a hand stamped card from me and a little gifty too. There we are. Now let's get some druzy. Some doozy. I don't like the big ones. Let's open a new package. I've used all the little ones and I want to use the goldy ones. So I have to open a new package, but that's okay. They're still current. These did not retire. We use these in the Creative Escape at Christmas time. Oops, that one fell off. Well, let's use it. He says, pick me, I want to be on the card. Okay, well, apparently we're doing the silver ones this time instead of the gold ones. Perfect. Done. Thanks, Connie. Who's going to give this a try? It's not as difficult as it seems. And how fun is that just to sit here and play? Just remember when you are folding and scoring your flippy part, do it back and forth a couple of times just because it makes it flow a little better. Hello, Dimity. All right. So you want to see that picture? Let me see if I can take it off my wall. Come on. Come on. Oh. Okay, are you ready for this? Look. Look. Oh, wait, let me get rid of me. You don't need me. There. Look at that. That is me when I was fat. My sister, my brother-in-law, and their daughter. Going down Screaming California in 2011. So 14 years ago. I can't wait. I don't think they have. Do they have Screaming California in Disney World? It's not complicated, Joanne. Not complicated at all. Thinking maybe the Peekaboo Forest. Oh, that would be cute, Kim. Thanks, Janet. Okay, so now I'm going to flip you around. I have to bring my face back in here because I have to clear my deck so I can do those draws because somebody's going to win a $100 shopping spree. I love giving stuff away. But I have to be able to bring my computer in a little bit closer. Otherwise, I can't reach it. Okay. So now I'm going to take this down. Take that down. I'm going to go over here. Go to, this is the Share It Saturday one. All right, here we go. Are you ready for Share It Saturday for April the 12th? Let me get my list so I can write down who wins. As soon as I find what I did with my pencil. There it is. Okay, so we're going to delete the heading, delete the line, shuffle once, shuffle twice, and the winner of Share It Saturday for April the 12th is, I'll move it over so my head's not in the way. Lena. Lena's card number 2. Congratulations, Lena. That's awesome. I still have last week's that I haven't even mailed out yet. Okay, so now $100 shopping spree. So to get on the list for $100 shopping spree, you have to place a minimum $60 order from me. And every $60, you get your name on the board. And when the board fills, there's 50 spots. So when the board fills, I give away a $100 shopping spree. And the $100 comes off after shipping and tax is added. And if you get it in today or tomorrow, there's no shipping. So you're going to get more bang for your buck if the product total reaches $100. So I'm going to delete the heading, delete the row, hit shuffle once, hit shuffle twice. And the winner of this $100 shopping spree is, drum roll please, woo, 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 who's it going to be? Carolyn. Congratulations, Carolyn. Carolyn Garland from the other side of Canada. Congratulations. Okay, hang on. Got to go here, got to go here. There we go. So Carolyn wins a $100 shopping spree. Lena wins a hand-stamped card and a little gift from me. Oh, I love giving stuff away. That is so much fun. Okay, now I'm going to go here so I can watch. Yes, congratulations to Carolyn and Lena. Yay. So today's Wednesday. I'm live, not live now till Saturday. No, I'm not live on Saturday either because I have a class on Saturday afternoon. So the next time that we're together is going to be Monday. And I have another Playing in the Rain Fun Fold card for you on Monday. I don't know where it is. You should see the mess. You can partially see a bit of the mess that's happening over here. I've got piles of cards everywhere because I finished my June class cards today, and I made 7 cards yesterday. That was so much fun. All right. Well, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope you are going to give the Waterfall card a try. Don't forget to enter it in Share It Saturday because you could be like Lena and win a card and a gifty from me. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I have class on Saturday and I'm off to Powell River Sunday for another class. I get to stamp with ladies all week. And then tomorrow night I have a class too. Cool. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day, evening, wherever you live. If you've liked my video, make sure you hit those emojis. And if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. And I will see you soon in my craft room. Stamp and smiles. Bye.